BTS horror stories. Made by We Wen. Inspired by Chim Chim Trash. BTS texts number 69. Fiction. Are you ready to get scared? Okay, so the first story is called The Noise in the Basement. Cookie, 4, was sent to his Uncle Junie as his parents would be away for work. He would stay there for 3 days. He's excited as Junie was his favorite uncle. Uncle Junie, I am so happy that I am now here at your place for the first time. I'm happy too. It's good you're the one visited me instead of the other way around. But I have something to tell you, Cookie. Don't go to the basement no matter what. Why, Uncle Junie? What's with your basement? A very important thing perhaps. Yes, Cookie. There is. I don't want it to get ruined. So don't you ever go down there. Cookie nodded happily like a good boy. Then sleeping time. He's alone in his room. In the middle of the night, he woke up thirsty. So he went outside to go to the kitchen. On his way, he stopped at the basement door, hearing noise at the back of it. What's that noise? Wait, that sounds like a crying puppy. Uncle has a puppy, but he told me not to go there. But if there's a puppy there, it must be scared. 'Cause of pity for the dog, he opened the door. And what he saw baffled him. At the stairs landing, there was a 4 feet plastic doll. It was pure white, no colors. It's so white its dark background became even darker. He only saw it. No puppy. That doll is creepy. Why did Uncle put that doll at the bottom of the stairs? And where's the puppy? I can't hear its cries anymore. Maybe it's just imagination. 'Cause of being scared of the doll and being caught by Junie, he went to his room. Next morning, he asked his uncle if he has a puppy. Junie suddenly got mad. Did you go to the basement last night, Cookie? Answer me honestly. I hate liars. I was about to get water. I heard a puppy noise at the door, but no, I didn't go there. Is that so? Okay, I believe you. No, I don't have a puppy. It's just your imagination. He was weirded out by his uncle. That's why he didn't tell him. He opened the door. Next night, he woke up again for the same reason. So he decided to go to the kitchen, and there, at the back of the basement door, he heard it again. The puppy's cries. This is the second time I'm hearing it. But Uncle said there was no puppy. I think there's a puppy sneaked in and he just didn't notice it. Poor puppy. So he opened the door again. And he was more surprised than last night. The doll was closer to the door. It was few steps higher than its last night's position. He closed the door faster and louder. Then he ran to his room, forgetting to drink. That's spooky. Wait, maybe Uncle put the doll there to scare me. Yes, that's it. He put the doll there so I can't go deep down there to ruin the important thing there. He kept ringing those words in his mind to calm himself until he fell asleep. On his last night in his uncle's house, same thing happened. He woke up 'cause he's thirsty. He heard the noise, but this time, it's not puppy's cries. He leaned on the door, listening. What is that noise? Is that a murmur? I think Uncle is there. What's he doing though? He opened the door. He shrieked 'cause the doll's close to him. Its head's different. The doll was 3 steps away from him, closer than last night. He closed the door. Cookie, what the heck are you doing there? Did you go down there? Junie was mad. Cookie didn't answer. So Junie went to him and yanked him. No, Uncle. I just opened the door. I screamed 'cause it was so dark. I thought it wasn't. Junie smiled slowly. He patted Cookie's head. Then Junie led him to the kitchen. I believe you. You're honest, right? And yes, there's no light there 'cause no one's there. I guess you're having a hard time sleeping, so I'll make you a milk. Want that? Cookie didn't answer. He was still in shock from the surprise he got from the doll. He looked outside the window. It's still dark. He wished for the sun to rise faster. Here's your milk and a bowl of cookies. I know you want these cookies. Junie smiled. He forced himself to smile back. Uncle's right. He liked cookies, but tonight, he didn't like cookies. He didn't have the energy to eat. Hey, why aren't you drinking your milk and eating the cookies? Go and eat them. I am not hungry, Uncle. I am thirsty. I just want water, then go to sleep. Junie insisted. so he had no choice but to eat some and drink half of the milk. While eating Cookie slowly, he peeked outside. It was still dark. No signs of sunrise. Cookie really wanted to go home so he could see his parents and ask them. He wanted to ask his parents why his uncle had a doll in his basement, and why the doll was making a puppy noise and why was it moving, and why inside the doll was a rotten child murmuring, "He's killing liar children," the same line he heard from Junie before he fell asleep after finishing his milk. The last story for this video is called, My Friend's Neighbor. Let's get started. Tay decided to visit his best friend after 7 years. He'd stay there for 2 days. Hi Hobby. It's been years since we last saw each other. How are you? You look great. I'm okay and you look great too. And yes, it's hard talking to each other through texts. They spent their next few hours talking about things they didn't tell through texts. Then Tay noticed the man living next to Hobby staring at them through the window. Hey man. Who is that guy? And why is he staring at us? It's like he's seeing our soul. When Hobby heard that, he closed the curtains, blocking the man Tay just noticed. He's Chim. Don't mind him. He's weird. He stares like that but so far, he's harmless. Well, that's good to know cause I might leave now if he's hurting people. Haha, just a tip. Don't you ever talk to that guy cause he speaks nonsense things. What do you mean by nonsense things? Is he talkative or more than that? Hobby just told Tay to never ever talk to that guy. He didn't give reasons, just a warning. That evening, he woke up by the strong wind slapping his room's windows. Wow, that wind is really strong. As far as I know, there's no typhoon coming. At Chim's backyard, and in the dark, he saw a white figure moving back and forth. Wait, what's that thing moving? Is that Hobby's neighbor? And he's in a swing. Wow. That man is really weird. He's standing, swinging, and with full force. I just hope the rope or the plank won't break. Or I hope he goes inside now. But before he could close the curtains, Chim turned around and waved at him. Tay was so shocked he immediately closed the curtains and went to bed. Weird. He waved at me, frantically, using 2 hands right after he turned at me. It's like he knew I was watching him. Heck, why am I imagining him smiling at me? Tay, stop thinking about that man. You'll dream about him if you keep doing that. And so he did. He dreamed about himself watching Chim swinging in the swing. Tay woke up feeling good next morning that he forgot about what he saw last night. He only recalled about it over dinner when he saw Chim staring at them again. Really? He was in the swing last night? But I don't remember there's one there. Well, maybe you really don't remember cause I'm sure you don't care at him at all. They both laughed. After eating, Tay offered to wash all the dishes. In front of him was the window. He could see Chim's kitchen and both yards. And then he noticed that the swing in the only tree at the backyard was now gone. Did he just really remove the swing in that tree after using it last night? Tay? I'm gonna leave you for a minute, okay? I'll just go in the hardware. Just be quick, okay? You can trust me with your house. But only for an hour. Haha, you really are funny. Okay, don't leave this house without me. I'll punish you. Haha. After drying the last plate, he noticed that there's a white figure in Chim's front yard. Tay's eyes narrowed. And then he realized that Chim was looking in the ground. He should use a flashlight though. His front porch has no lights and why is that? Tay opened a drawer where the flashlight was and took it. Then he went outside. Hello. I'm Hobby's friend. It's kind of dark. You can use this flashlight. Chim turned at him swiftly. Chim was so delighted to see Tay talking to him. Tay suddenly felt nervous when Chim went to him. He thought of his friend's tip. Is that your flashlight or Hobby's? Cause if it's not yours, I won't borrow it. Yes, this ain't mine. But why not? I'm sure Hobby won't mind if you borrow it for a minute. Don't get offended but Hobby doesn't like me. And I don't want him get mad at me. And just like that, Chim turned his back at Tay and was about to leave when, wait. How about let me help you find what you're looking for? I'll give you light. Chim turned at him again and flashed a smile that he found creepy and weird. But Tay threw it at the back of his mind and helped Chim instead. What are you looking by the way? We've been here for like 5 minutes. I think it's not here at my yard. I think I left that thing over there at the tall grass. Chim pointed at the back of his house where grasses were taller than them. I think going there is not a good idea. You can look for that thing tomorrow. Actually, we're looking for nothing. I just need to take you out of that evil's house. What the heck are you talking about? Wait, are you referring to my friend, Hobby? Chim turned to him. Tay was shocked to see his face, stiff but scared. You need to get out of here. He's not your friend anymore. Tay, there's evil inside him. What are you saying? And why do you know my name? You know what? I'll leave. But before Tay could go back inside Hobby's house, Chim stopped him. Look at the neighborhood. Look at the houses. Tell me, do you see people in it? Tay examined the houses he could see. He's shocked to see that all of it was dark. No houses, except Hobby's and Chim's, had lights or signs of people in it. It weirded him. All of them are empty. Cause all of them have been abandoned for years. Chim dragged him at the back of the house where grasses were, under the tree. Get your hand off of me. You are hurting me. Let me go or I'll make you go to jail. And you know why? All of people living there killed by Hobby, including me. Tay's eyes grew wider. It even grew wider when a figure manifested behind Chim. It was a man hanging on the tree, swinging back and forth as the strong wind blew it. It dawned on him. What he saw last night wasn't Chim on a swing but a scary sight. It is you. You're at your back. How is that happen? I'm dead. And you'll end up the same if you don't leave. I told you, he's evil. It's a good thing you talked to me. Cause that broke Hobby's curse to you. Breaking it means I can talk to you and tell you about him. By that, I can help you. Tay's scared and confused. Part of him didn't want to believe Chim. It's nonsense, but he knew something was off. It's either about Hobby or Chim. That's clearly a ghost. But before he could think of a better plan, he heard Hobby calling his name. He turned at Hobby's back porch. Hobby's smiling at him. The smile he's not used to. Didn't I tell you not to go out without me? I have to punish you for disobeying me, and I know that you will soon find out about my last victim, my newest neighbor. Hobby pointed at his back, where Chim's ghost was. Tay turned to see Chim. But Chim's ghost who's telling him to leave wasn't there anymore. But the other Chim, on the tree, was still there, but the Chim hanging on the tree was now rotten. Worms were everywhere in his body. Tay screamed. He was about to run to the grass when something caught his neck. I told you not to visit me, but you insisted. Now you have to suffer the consequences. Hobby's right. But now it's too late for Tay to regret all of it. Now that he couldn't breathe,